What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Junkies podcast of Mr. Cincinnati. And as always, I am joined by the podcast dad himself, Choops. Vacation mode has officially started for me, and I'm catching up to you. How we doing?
You need to start catching up to me. I've been on vacation mode since Friday. So, I on the mark, Main Event Network boys.
They're not ready.
You're not ready to see the podcast dad in full vacation mode at a wrestling show with nothing to worry about the next day.
And just the general demeanor that is Mr. Cincinnati that just kind of,
Nobody's ready for that.
Chaos. I'll take it.
I'm still not ready for that.
Oh, you'll be fine. It's the way I see it, as long as neither one of us gets the look this weekend, I think that we're okay.
Oh, I'm getting the look. Dude, it is her birthday and I'm taking her to 2 wrestling shows. I'm getting the look.
Okay, well, I'm going to 3, so, have fun.
I know. Hey, the podcast ad's going to do it big. We've got written down reservations at something. I can't remember the name of it.
Something, yeah, got it.
It's fancy, though. It's real fancy, I'm telling you. It's Blue Point Grill in Cleveland. Shout out. Reservation.
Are you guys dressing up?
We have to. It's business casual.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever seen you outside of a t-shirt or a work uniform. Honestly.
Relax. It's going to be a polo and jeans. Calm down.
I'm just saying it's not a look that I've observed before, so.
Reservations at 5:30. We're going to the Guardians game. Hopefully it doesn't get rained out. But it's going to be an exciting weekend, man. I'm really, really pumped. SummerSlam is almost becoming damn near a tradition for the Junkies to get to. But I'm really looking forward to the back half of this card.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Real quick, as always, hit that QR code in the top left corner if you need some WWE shop merchandise. I definitely saved myself there because I thought it was our socials. But again, SummerSlam's around the corner. You need T-shirts, you need hoodies, you need a Money in the Bank briefcase. You need all of the SummerSlam swag. That's where you go get it, that QR code right there. Follow that one so you can join our journey as the Wrestling Junkies. Like, share, subscribe. If you know how many people?
1.
Just 1. If you know one person that would enjoy our show, please do us a huge favor and share it with them. We are on the drive to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and we need your help to get there. We are at 308, I believe, right now, and we've had a surge of new Facebook followers after our conversation with the CEW Tag Team Champions, a boy and his daddy.
My stream's working fine now. I'm telling you, they were up to something.
I mean, I also embrace the daddy phase of my life. I get it. I do. However.
Well, when you've been doing it for 25 years, I mean, at this point.
Oh, I was going to say, I've only been doing it for 3 or 4. What is the right age that somebody can appropriately be called a daddy, right? I'm 34. So I've heard that
so let's talk
about a presidential term right now.
How about we talk about SummerSlam? Let's not talk about this right now. How about that? We're gonna have 3.5 hours in the car. We can get an impartial judge to talk about that when the podcast.
That's fair.
Can weigh in.
Kyle, Ryan, Tuck, you guys have no idea what you're in for. I'm sorry.
You don't.
But you're right. It's SummerSlam. We got 4 more matches to go through, and let's just dive right on in, my friend. First up, we're going to start with probably what has been the hottest story of the summer. Liv Morgan taking on Rhea Ripley, the Women's World Championship. Okay, one of the hottest stories of the summer, more ways than one.
I see what you're doing there. Okay, yes,
there you go.
I agree with that part, yes.
So, Liv Morgan on her revenge tour, she took the title. She had Rhea's man, or at least that's what they want us to believe. And she was scorned, destroyed the clubhouse, except for all of Finn Balor's possessions, though thoughts and prayers to that PS5 that Carlito is super upset that did not make it. Yeah, I know. I have one too. I couldn't imagine what happened if anything happened to it. Well, there's your first problem.
I have kids, buddy. You're lucky you're getting me. It's a SummerSlam.
And I don't. So, once again, these are things we know.
Come on. Keep going. Keep going before I get angry.
Yeah. No, I get so this is definitely one of the hottest stories of the summer, and this is kind of this is kind of the test of what we think WWE is going to do when it comes to their programming once they hit Netflix next year. There's been a lot more of a suggestive theme when it comes to this particular story than there had been.
No, Rhea was not in anything suggestive on Monday.
No, oh, for the love of God. Okay.
My God, man.
Can I finish?
We are not in the PG era anymore. We are not.
PG is done.
Gone.
Finito, Dunzo Amore. Yeah.
It's gone. No, so I keep going back and forth on this match, man.
Yeah.
Part of me thinks Dom is going to cost Rhea, and it's so obvious that it's right there.
Yep.
Part of me goes, it's not time yet because of something that I think that'll happen later in the night. And part of me goes, Rhea's going to win. So I'm really, really torn as to what I think is going to happen because they can keep telling the story. I mean, it's right there, right? I don't know. Yeah. There's not a clear-cut person for Rhea to feud with next. There's not it's not like Liv has somebody to feud with next right away either. They haven't really built somebody to that level at this point on Raw. I think the feud will continue. My gut, which I probably shouldn't trust, but it's telling me Liv Morgan. But I'm not 100%.
Yeah, because it's easy to think that Dom is going to be the one that turns on Rhea to turn this, to complete this arc. But if we look at and this was just the IWC and kind of what we saw in the trashed Judgment Day Clubhouse, everything but Finn's was destroyed across through. So there's the possibility that there is this secret pseudo alliance between Finn and Liv Morgan that can be explored as well. But I think for me, this is one of those matches where my heart says Rhea should win this because had there not been the shoulder injury, we wouldn't be here in the first place. She would still be Women's World Champion, and I don't think that we'd be talking about Liv even walking out of SummerSlam with this title. I don't think so anyway. That's just me. But now that we're here, Liv and what she has done, to elevate her game as essentially a main eventer in that women's division, it's been remarkable because they've tried to put the rocket on her before with the SmackDown title run and that feud with Ronda Rousey that we won't ever mention again. This is a different Liv Morgan, and I think that my gut tells me that there's probably more to the story, and there should be. I mean, if they can get 4 years out of the bloodline going into a 5th year, I think that we get more out of this Judgment Day story. So as much as I would love to say it's mommy, I think that Liv needs to get this first win here because Rhea eventually, in a convincing fashion, will become Women's World Champion again. Just doesn't need to be this weekend.
Yeah. I think I said it earlier, too. And it may have been on an earlier show, too. Not every title is going to change hands. And I think there will be a couple changing hands on Saturday night. And this is not, again, I don't think this will be one of them. So, nope. You got me back?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, no, you never left.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure. I got an oops lost connection on there. Sorry about that, folks. But that
just says the chip is watching somewhere.
Yeah, he's still messing with the board. I just don't think this is one of the titles. But we'll talk about that here in a second.
That's fair. So I think we're both saying Liv Morgan on this one.
One more time.
Liv Morgan on this one.
Oh, am I losing you? Oh, I hope I'm not losing
No,
you.
I'm here.
You're real choppy, my friend.
What? Okay. Well, that's that kind of night. Let's just get on to the next match here. We have got Damian Priest versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship podcast deck. Can you hear me now?
I got you.
Okay. All right. So this is one of those ones that it surprised the hell out of us that this was going to be the SummerSlam main event. I think that we all thought that Seth Rollins was going to make his way back in here to take on the King General, I should say. But here we are, and this has been a pretty well executed world title build, I gotta say. It's initially I think it would have been hard to buy Gunther versus Priest as a marquee SummerSlam match, but the last few weeks they've really turned the gas on here. What say you? Can you hear me? Well, I'm starting to think that I lost the podcast ad here for a second. Not sure what happened here, but for those that are watching at home, the T word is not our friend tonight. And yeah, definitely blame Chip Schuyler and Simon Sermon for that. So here we are. Chris, can you hear me? Okay. While he's doing that, let's talk about the build to Damian Priest versus Gunther here. Gunther winning the King of the Ring, convincing fashion. I think that everybody saw that coming. Damian Priest having this run that he's had with the world title, it made for a great WrestleMania moment, but I think that a lot of people were under the impression that Seth Rollins would eventually come back once that knee was healthy and get the big win here. And it looks like I'm freezing up on this screen here too. But anyway, I'm just hoping that everybody can hear me there. If anybody's in the chats watching right now and can let us know what it's looking like over on your side of the screen, please let us know. And here is the podcast, Dad, again. Daddy, can you hear me?
I got you now. We're trying a different browser. We're going to see if that works.
That'll work. Priest versus Gunther, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think I heard you a little bit, but shocked that we're here. I think we all thought Seth Rollins was going to be in this spot rather than Priest, but here we are. Priest is here. I don't know if he's going to win this match. I think we all kind of see the push that Gunther's getting, and I think we're all here for it. But yeah, look, I think I've said it on another show. Like this was one of those times where it was we're not happy. Some of us aren't happy with kind of what this match is, but those are the same people that get upset when they don't create new stars, and this is what they're trying to do. I mean, this is a first time, big time main event with two kind of fresh stars that they've had in this company in a long time. So yeah. I'm happy to see this match. I'm excited to see what they do together. I think it's a different clash of styles. I don't remember seeing Gunther wrestling somebody like a Damian Priest before, and then vice versa. But it could be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Gunther because I think it's time to crown him as the head honcho, the real and we'll run from there.
Yeah, no, I agree completely. As far as this just kind of looking at the tail of the tape, so to speak. I mean, we've seen Gunther against big guys before. We've seen him against a Sheamus. We've seen him against a Drew McIntyre. So we know that he can match with guys of that size. The intangible that Damian Priest has is he's also a big man that can fly. Like when he really, really needs to, like he can do a somersault plancha and that athleticism is definitely something that Gunther is going to need to prepare for. But I think overall it is his time. This will be a great match, and Priest is while this wasn't necessarily a world title run that lit the world on fire, we got the continuity of a successful Money in the Bank briefcase cash-in. We got some story out of it with the Judgment Day as far as what could potentially happen with Priest as world champion. But yeah, it's Gunther's time. They put the Intercontinental title on him for almost 2 years. King of the Ring. He's had the extended time off, and that says, hey, time for you to get back to work. Like time to play is over. So Gunther, new world champion for sure. And then we're still looking at the Ludwig Kaiser singles push, starting to come to fruition here. So we shall see how that also plays into what a world title looks like. Podcast Dad is going to turn his video off, and that's unfortunate. Can you hear me now still, bud?
I'm still here. I want to see if this helps a little bit. I don't know if it's a restream issue because on my end it looks like it's all good. But hey, call it in the ring.
Yep, we got two more matches. Let's just
almost there. We're almost at SummerSlam, baby.
Yeah. Yep. So Cody Rhodes, Solo Sikoa, undisputed WWE Championship. That new bloodline is a force to be reckoned with. Cody Rhodes continues to tangle with the bloodline. I think this was a match that Dustin Alberti and I talked about yesterday. Shout out to Dustin and the rest of the AIW roster. Can't wait to link up with you guys this weekend. But he made a good point. This is one of those matches where we're not necessarily excited for the match. It's more of the additional shenanigans that will come with it, and potentially the return of Roman Reigns. And you and I have debated this to death about, how long should Roman really stay away? He had this 4-year iron grip on the world title. They were chanting, "Thank you, Roman. We want Roman," within 24 hours of him losing this title. And if he does indeed show up, Brown Stadium is going to go absolutely banana. It's fair to say.
I would agree. I got half of what you said, but I would agree. And it's called First Energy Stadium. Thank you. It's not Brown Stadium. Get it right.
Whatever. I don't give a shit.
No. Don't you disrespect. Don't you disrespect. We call it Paycor, even though it's.
No, it's Paul Brown to me. Damn it.
It's Paycor. You're all corporatized now.
I'm not.
Anywho, yeah, this will probably be. I've already warned the podcast mom that this will probably be the biggest pop of the night when Punk comes out, because this is the first time Punk has wrestled a singles match in over a decade in the WWE. So
that's true, but we're talking Roman Reigns right now, buddy.
Oh, are we? See, This is how bad this stream is. This is how bad the stream is. It's not good. Hey, you know what we're gonna do? What are we gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna finish this tomorrow in the car. That's what we're gonna do. Because Restream is being a bit of an ass tonight. So we're gonna finish this in the car tomorrow, folks. Tune in right around 1, 2 during your workday, and you can see us in the car with the podcast mom. Maybe the podcast mom will give some predictions, but.
Yeah,
sorry about it tonight. Tonight, I'll say it. Technology's being a bitch.
Yeah, you said it. Okay. Yeah. No, honestly, this is kind of a shitty episode. We're not super happy with it. Appreciate you guys, everybody that was watching tonight, as well as our earlier 6:30 show. We're definitely gonna find another way to bring something to you guys, but we want you to be able to see us and hear us. And tonight, that is just not working out the way that we anticipated that it would. We'll be back. We'll probably do something live from the car tomorrow. So make sure that you're following us at Wrestling Junkies Pod on Instagram. Thank you guys so much. So sorry for the inconvenience. Hit those QR codes. Stick with us. Shit happens, and it's just one of those nights. But that is perfectly okay. For the podcast dad, who has now just departed the stream of Mr. Cincinnati. So sorry once again. We'll see you guys tomorrow.